Hey folks, today we are focusing on another one of the Archetype PCs that come in the Altered World Quick Start. This guy right here is my boy Grigore. He's a gnome, and he's got a funky left arm. Rather, he's got a mass of eyeball-covered tentacles where his left arm should be. To understand why, you need to learn a little bit about why gnomes are built different in the Altered World. First off, gnomes are ugly. Not just a little ugly, not pretend ugly or the kind of ugly you can overlook. UGLY with no alibi. Like all the hominids, they didn't evolve into what they are. They were created, and their makers seemed to delight in making them hideous. Unlike all other hominids, they tried to do something about it. It all started because of bumps. Big bumps, little bumps. All gnomes are covered in bumps. Many years ago, a very motivated gnome scientist tried to isolate the ugly gene and eradicate it. He tested the treatment on himself first, and it failed so hard it changed the entire genome. Instead of getting rid of the terrible, horrible ugliness, gnomes became variable. They stayed ugly. They stayed bumpy. They just started sprouting extra body parts. A pair of horns here, an arm there, the occasional tentacle. Most gnomes get mutations that just make life weirder. Grigore got one that accidentally made him the perfect corporate spy. If you ever wanted to play Columbo, crossed with Inspector Gadget, or if you've never thought of that, but now suddenly you can't think of playing anything else, this is the character for you. Grigore Popescu, or Grigore Pape, or Greg Pope, or any of 100 different names, is more than meets the eye. Which is good, because what you see is both underwhelming and mildly disturbing. By all appearances, Pope is one of the countless downtrodden gnomes working a crap job for crap pay and probably taking a lot of crap along with it. Not exactly super exciting TTRPG heroes stuff. In reality, he is a corporate spy specializing in deep cover operations. He currently works for the New Tech Corporation, embedded as a member of the janitorial staff at the Biosite office inside the New Tech Metro. No one questions or even notices the janitor. Grigore takes advantage of that. He simply memorizes everything he sees, which is nearly everything, and then clocks out with all that juicy intel right inside his head. Being a deep cover operative is dangerous work, but getting caught with anything resembling an actual weapon would make it even more so. This is where Grigore's Gadget trait comes in handy. Every gnome has this trait, and it allows them to create a special tool to solve nearly any problem they face, on the fly. That's kind of a deep mechanic for a learn-to-play adventure, so we've given you 9 preset gadget options for Grigore to use. From a gun, to an automatic lockpick, to a tinfoil hat that will protect Grigore's mind from external attack. You've got lots of options. The challenge posed by Gadget is that once you spend the points to make something, that's what you have. Maybe you needed a lockpick, but now you're in a fight. Make no mistake, Grigore can hold his own. He's got unarmed combat at rating 7, which means that he's approaching world-class capability in jiu-jitsu, and that's before accounting for his tentacles. He can trip foes, drag them close, mop the floor, and smoke a cigarette, all without lifting a finger. Literally. If you pair this with the stem cell stimulator gadget option, and now all of a sudden Pope's reach out and touch someone with those gross tentacles becomes much more of a problem for people that don't want to be tickled. Those tentacles aren't just for grabbing people, though. They're covered in eyes. You think your mother had eyes in the back of her head? This guy has so many eyes, he's going to see you trying to sneak treats from the cookie jar from the other side of the house. All of Grigore's extra eyes provide something of a mixed blessing. He can see almost everything that occurs within 10 meters of him, but that much visual input can make him a little distracted. He plays this up a bit in daily activity to allay suspicion. Pope's talent set, beyond the ridiculous unarmed combat rating, is a single professional pack for corporate spy. His skills are about infiltration, detection, and counter-detection. As a domestic worker and a gnome, people see only what they expect to see. Just another gnome, performing a job beneath the notice of his betters. If you're the kind of player that likes creativity instead of brute force, Grigore might be the most entertaining character in the Quick Start. Despite being an ugly, bizarre gnome doing menial work in one of the most paranoid offices in New Tech, Pope's personality is more upbeat than you might expect. He threads the needle between enjoying the kind of invisibility that comes from being the help and being well regarded by the people that he's been spying on. He's not quiet or retiring. He's always there to clean up a spill, take out the trash, oil a squeaky wheel, and maybe lend a sympathetic ear to an employee fed up with the corporate BS that never makes any sense but still places demands on the workforce. Hi, I'm Travis, one of the developers, writers, and producers of Altered World, the game that lets you finally answer the question, what happens when you treat Fireball like a cantrip? What happens when you have phenomenal cosmic power without the itty-bitty living space? If you like videos that explore character concepts, dungeon theory, and story-based TTRPG adventures, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Since you've made it to the end of the video, leave us a comment and tell us what you think gnomes would play like in your Altered World. If you could share this video with someone who thinks that the TTRPG hobby has more to offer than just some dragons hanging out in a dungeon, it would really help the channel grow. We're getting really close to 1 million subscribers, and if you could help push us over,
that would be great.